2024 is going to be a big year for anybody who wants a luxury car. Why? Because it is the year that the new Mercedes-Benz E-Class and the new BMW 5 Series both coincidentally come at the same time. Now, the 5 Series and the E-Class have always been sort of brothers in arms when it comes to launch schedules, and this one came first, the 5. It's called the G60. It's got a bit of a throwback to the E60, which I think I'm going to show you in this quick walk around. We're at the BMW Experience Center in Gurugram. We've got first early or advanced look at the car. We can tell you a little bit about how the car is, how the car looks. This is going to be sort of standard. We don't really know the engine bits yet, but what I thought I'd do is give you a quick walk around of the new G60 BMW 5 Series. Okay, so let me tell you that first bit, okay, the one I said, the E60 throwback, that's mainly this little piece here. You see how this sort of headlight kinks up the same way the Bangle E60 used to? I definitely see some design elements in the G60 or the E60 had. Anyways, let's talk about the car as a whole. This is the longest 5 Series ever. It is claimed to be the longest sedan in its space right now because it's grown, and we have the extended wheelbase version only coming to India. And what BMW have done very smartly is put things from other models which people really like. So, for example, the iX and the XM have these sort of gold little bits and pieces which they put in the 5 Series. I think that looks rather smart. And overall, just the design elements, what makes 5 Series really sporty, they are all still here. So all these little humps and creases and bits and pieces, they are all still here. Come on through here. Come here. Come on. Quick. That's an 18-inch wheel. That doesn't look too big on this car. Now that can tell you how big the car actually is. Huge wheel arches to fill these sort of big wheel gaps are sort of 255, 55 R18 with a big chunky tire on a rather large wheel, and rather good looking wheel too, in case you're wondering. It sort of reminds me of the old X5, X3 wheel, doesn't it? But again, a big chunky tire, which means it is going to be comfortable. And so is basically what BMW actually want to target, because the 5 Series has always been a great car to drive, but as you can see, extended wheelbase means longer door. I mean, huge, really long door. So this massive. And that's exactly what the 5 Series market is now going for, an E-Class buyer. Because, I mean, look, the E-Class buyer wanted that extra size, extra space. They got that in the extended wheelbase. Now with the long wheelbase 5 Series, this car is pretty much going to have a whole bunch of new buyers come for it. Again, the gold accents, the bronze accents all over the place. It looks really smart. But again, look, it's got these sort of horizontally running and then these kinky up lights. I think it's a very smart looking car. Sadly though, this, that's fake exhaust sort of treatment there, or the fake diffuser treatment there. But still, overall, it looks great. And as I mentioned earlier, it's got the L being the key word, long wheelbase, and I, of course, being petrol. Okay, let's move on the inside. Okay, even though this is meant to be a rear passenger car, I'm sorry, it is a 5 Series, it is a BMW. It's meant to be driven, right? And that's the whole point. This is going to be like a great balance for people who like driving and who want to sit in the back, exactly like the 3 Series long wheelbase is. Now, there are some absolutely fantastic details on this car that I want to quickly just go through because we are running short of our allotted time. Just like the 7, you've got this almost crystal-like structure with like this light pattern behind it, and you've got this almost crystal-like, very pretty control dial, almost like a Swarovski crystal has been placed on it. Same with the mode selector here and the gear selector here. Overall, it is a very pretty sedan. Now, let me quickly talk about this. There's no Indian reference to this, but in Japan, there's a sort of process where they take old porcelain vases, and they join them using sort of gold paste. This is a reference to that. So it looks cracked and old, but actually it's a reference to like ultra luxury handmade stuff. Again, very cool. Overall though, it is typically BMW. Everything is sort of faced towards you, it's contoured towards you. The curved screen is awesome as well, just like we see in the 3 Series. And the steering wheel, again, feels so solid. I can't wait to drive it. But for now, I think it's time to do what a lot of people actually want to know. Get in the rear seat and see how comfortable that is. A lot larger than what I remember 5 Series ever being. This is 7 Series type space in a 5. This is insane. Now, a lot of great details on the back here as well. A lot of BMW has done this really, really well, right? You use like geometrical shapes, contours, stuff like that. So the Bowers and Wilkins, the grill for the speaker, the little central tray for your phone charging. Just the fact that everything is so great in terms of quality. It's just a very, very nice place to be. And look, I mean, I am large as a human being, and look at the amount of space I have. It's absurd. A 5 Series has always had this issue where it's not been very, very spacious in the rear. This thing just completely takes that notion and throws it in the garbage. This thing is going to sell like absolute hotcakes. And it's going to, of course, be a big competitor, big rival to the P-Class as well. Okay, quickly, let's go back on the outside. Let's quickly talk about what the engines are going to be, because we're really running short of time now. Okay, so as I mentioned earlier, 530 Li, this is probably going to be the entry-level version. I would be very, very surprised if they didn't do a 530 LD. And this, of course, is the M Sport. But again, there are going to be other variants too. So I think there might be a 540 Li coming, a 40i engine. This, of course, is in the 340i and the XC. That would be rather cool. So 540i BMW 5 Series would be a really nice balance between the normal 5 and the M5, right? So petrols, diesels, I guess larger petrols as well. And then, of course, there is going to be an M5. And hopefully, fingers crossed, there might be an M5 wagon or M5 touring. For now, signing out. Tell me, what do you think of the new 5 Series with all its beautiful golden bronze accents on it? I really like the way this thing looks, even with small and 18-inch wheel on it. But of course, if I was to get one, I'd have the 19. Anyway, signing off for now. Let me know in the comment section, what do you think about the car? I rather like it.